Everyone, please turn on the camera. Solomon, Rahil, Ohun, Dain, turn on the camera, mom, and Anand. Samin, are you there? Samin. Farzana miss.
হ্যাঁ
It's roll wise ইয়েতে তোমাকে
Nadia?
বলেন 7 8 9 10 11 12 serially the roll number
আচ্ছা 7 Fariza, 8 Kazim Mahroof, 9 Mahib, 10 Mahvin, then Mohammad Farhan, last Mohammad Anan in this slot.
okay the Samin slot is not here, right? And Samin has
Samin is in my slot.
okay,
Samin is in
Samin
my
hasn't
slot.
joined yet. Samin hasn't
Yes,
joined
I
yet.
have seen. I'm taking the attendance. I'm taking.
Okay. Now, Fariza, are you ready, mom? Roll number 7, Fariza. Are you there?
Yes, miss.
Ma, will mom or dad join to see your
Miss,
presentation?
my mom is with me.
Okay, okay, then you can start.
Okay, miss.
And everyone, please, whenever I'm giving you the sharing screen option, if you need it, and whenever we will observe the video, we will be quiet and we will give the speaker's view so that we can see it clearly, okay? And we will press the mute button, others, except Fariza. Start, mom.
Good morning, dear respected parents, teachers, and friends. I am Fariza Shams. Today, I have, for my STEM project, I have chosen science and I have made a heart pumping model. So this is my model. I have shown how blood circulates through our body. So to make this model, I have used small and large balloons, a bottle cap, IV sets, ball, and electric and plastic tape. So first, I'm going to be talking about how our blood circulates in our body in real life. The circulation process is quite simple. It starts from our body where we get the bad blood. With the help of our veins, the bad blood passes through our right atrium and ventricle. From the right atrium, with the help of our artery, the bad blood goes to the lungs. The lungs help remove all the dangerous and bad things like carbon dioxide. Then the the fresh blood um, the fresh blood, with the help of veins, the fresh blood passes through the left atrium and ventricles. Lastly, with the help of artery, the fresh blood passes all around our body. So that is what I've shown right here. So now I'm going to be showing it how I do it manually. So the body represents the bad blood. In here, the body represents the bad blood. So if I put a little bit of water right here, and if I press my heart, the blood is going to our lungs. The lung is representing how our blood is getting cleaned by helping with the help of our atrium and ventricles and the help of our veins and our artery. This is the process, but I'm just showing it manually how I did it. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about our heart. Our heart is a large organ that is made out with a lot of tissues. It sits in like our left corner of our center of our chest. It is made out of a lot of muscle that pump blood throughout our body. The heart has two sides, the left side and the right side. The left side and the right side. It has four chambers. Each side has two chambers in it. So the top two chambers are known as our left and right atrium, and that atrium receives blood from our lungs. The right atrium receives blood from the rest of our body. The bottom two chambers are our left and right ventricles. They pump blood out of our lungs. They pump blood to our lungs and pump blood out of our body. So how is my project related to science? It is related to human body science. It is because like this heart pumping model is related with our circulatory system. Our circulatory system is the main function of our circulatory system is it carries different minerals and energy to our cells, and it removes bad things like waste things like carbon dioxide. The main organs of our circulatory system are blood vessels, vein, and heart. I hope you have learned something from my model, and thank you for watching.
Thank you
Miss
so much.
finished.
Thank you so much, Fariza. Okay, next one. Just a minute. Samin, are you there? Samin, can you hear me, ma?
Yes, miss.
I think your slot is after next break, right, Samin?
Huh?
Your
Yes,
slot.
miss. Yes, miss. Miss, I had one thing to say that my project is a bit big. It's not fitting in the camera.
But the thing is, I can see your parents here. So can can they join later? If they can't join later, you can present it now.
Okay, 1 second.
Others, do you have any problem if I give Samin the option to present now?
No, miss.
Thank you so much. So Samin, start it.
Okay. So good morning, dear friends, teachers, and parents. So my STEM project was on excretory, digestive, central nervous, and respiratory system. So let's start. So the excretory system is it maintains the body fluid by removing waste from the body and retaining the amount of water, nutrients, and soil. The important parts of the excretory system is the right kidney, ureter, bladder, urethra, iliac cortex, mesenteric pyramid, and renal artery. Central nervous system. Central nervous system is involved in receiving information about the environment around us and generating responses of that information, which means the place we are in, it it gathers the information in which kind of place we are in and what kind of situation it is. Then the respiratory system. The respiratory system is a bunch of organs that help us to breathe. This system this system absorbs oxygen from the air so our organs can work. It also cleans bad air from our body, especially like carbon dioxide. The most important part of the respiratory system is larynx, nose, mouth, trachea, lungs, bronchi, alveoli, and diaphragm. Then is the digestive system. The digestive system is a group of organs working together to turn food into energy and basic nutrients for our body. The most important parts are mouth, teeth, tongue, esophagus, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine, stomach, and appendix, rectus, and anum. Thank you.
Thank you, Apu. But you did the chart presentation. Wasn't there the
Yes,
project,
miss.
the model?
No, no, miss. I couldn't turn it into a model. I tried to.
Okay, okay. Next roll number. Maruk.
Kazi Mahrukh.
Maruk, is your parent
Yes, miss.
here, Baba?
No, miss.
No? Okay. Then
Yes.
can we finish the others one first, Apu?
Yeah, miss.
Okay. Mahib,
Okay.
Mahib, you can start, and then Mahvin, get ready.
Good morning, friends, teachers, and respected parents. Today I'm going to be showing my science experiment I've been working on. It's called the elephant toothpaste experiment. So practically elephant toothpaste has one key ingredient. It is hydrogen peroxide. If you mix hydrogen peroxide with a catalyst, suppose yeast or um, if you mix hydrogen peroxide with a catalyst, suppose yeast or potassium iodide, the reaction which is um, If you leave it out for a long time, the hydrogen moves, the oxygen goes away, and then you're just left with water. You can make that reaction happen much quicker if you add if you add a catalyst, suppose potassium iodide. Now, now I don't. Now, when you have this reaction, the chemicals start to heat up, and then it could be dangerous, and it could burn your skin. It could burn your skin or injure you. So if you add another ingredient, suppose soap and food coloring, then you can instead of just getting water, then you can get something like foam. So firstly, pour dish soap into the bottle, then pour a bit of hydrogen peroxide, and then pour the potassium iodide. Now slowly it will start to rise and make foam. Miss, I made a PPT presentation. Will I share it?
Yes, Ma, share it.
Okay. Miss, I'm sharing my screen. So this is my slideshow. So firstly, my hypothesis. My hypothesis. So when you put hydrogen peroxide in a glass and then leave it out in the open for a while, the oxygen goes away and then you're just left with water. It takes a bit of time for that reaction to happen. So we can make that reaction almost happen instantly if we mix a catalyst with it, suppose potassium iodide. If you do it like that, then the reaction goes much faster. If you put some other things like soap and food coloring, then it looks a lot better, and it turns into foam instead of water. This is because the soap captures the hydrogen and oxygen, and it becomes foam. So the ingredients you need to do this is hydrogen peroxide, potassium iodide, soap, food coloring, and a glass of some sort. So steps. How you do this is firstly you have to pour the hydrogen and soap into a bottle. Then you have to mix it. Then pour the potassium iodide into it, and the foam rises. The reaction happens much quicker. So so I did. I did this experiment 5 times, and 2 of them were successful. The other 3 failed. So when so the 2 of them I tried to use yeast, but the yeast didn't give as fast as a reaction as I expected. That's why I had to use a new thing like potassium iodide. Thank you.
Thank you, Abu. Baba, stop sharing. Then Marvin, are you ready, Mom?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Just
Start,
do
Ma.
a screen share.
Yes, yes.
Screen share. So this is my project on the excretory system. So we have different systems in our body, and excretory system is one of them. So now I'm going to tell you guys what ingredients I used to make this project. So to make this project, I used cardboard, syringe, pipes, colored paper, bottle, glue, and water. And then now I'm going to tell you guys all about the excretory system. So the excretory system, which is also known as the urinary system, produces, stores, and excretes urine via filtration mechanism in which potentially harmful molecules are removed from the body. So we all have this system in our body because it's highly important for all. And the and why is it important? Well, because the urinary system allows our body to successfully filter out our blood and creates urine as a waste product. Then it stores and excretes it. And if we don't empty our bladder often or go a couple of days without emptying it all the way, it can result in a urinary tract infection. And if we hold our urine as a habit, then our bladder can start to atrophy, and over time we may develop incontinence. So now I'm going to show you guys how my project works. So the urine goes through the kidney, then through the ureter, then through the bladder, and when the bladder is full, the urine gets out through the urethra. Now I'm going to tell you guys the function of this system. So the excretory system regulates the chemical composition of body fluids by removing metabolic waste and retaining the proper amount of water, salts, and nutrients. And some more functions are that it eradicates harmful chemical buildup by maintaining a steady, balanced chemical concentration in the body. And as I said before, the organs of the excretory system are there are two kidneys, two long tubes known as the ureter, one balloon-like shape called the bladder, and one urethra. There is also a muscle lining around the bladder known as the sphincter. The sphincter holds the urine to get from getting out till we get to the washroom. So now I'm going to tell you guys ways to take care of this system. So we have, first of all, we have to stay very hydrated and we have to go to the washroom whenever we want to go. We have to keep our kidneys warm and we have to eat a lot of herbs and food to strengthen the urinary system, and we have to also have to avoid excess sugar and carbs, and we have to get abdominal massage. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my my STEM week science fair project name is electrolysis. So the ingredients I needed was a salt and a glass of water and two copper rods and batteries. So let's see how it works. First we put one copper rod here, then another copper rod here. Then let's see the reaction. See, one of you is having bubbles all around the body, and it is the anode because cathode brings electricity and passes through the anode.
Farhan, are we done, Apu?
Yes, miss.
Won't you explain anything more? Do you have the PPT?
Miss, I don't have the PPT.
Okay, okay. Maruk, are you ready, Baba?
Yes, miss.
Okay, start.
So good morning, parents. My name is Kazim Harukok from grade 5A and my role is 8. So for STEM, I made electronic remote control drone.
So hypothesis. Before I tested my drone, I expected it to fly and function properly. And in the ingredients. So the ingredients I used is the motor, drone motor, and RC battery, which is right here, and wire it's attached with the motor and receiver, and I use PVC board, and also I use transmitter, which is here, which is actually the remote, and I use glue to attach everything, and RC propeller, which is this is the RC propeller. Now the steps of at first I made the body of the drone out of PVC board. Then I made a hole on the end where the motors will take place. And then I installed the motors. Then I screwed the receiver on the middle of the drone body. After that, I attached battery at the bottom of the drone. Then I melted wires with the receiver I and then I motor together by using a elder's help. Then I attach the propeller on the point of the motor, and then I plug the receiver and battery together. Now the findings. The results were the drone could fly up, function properly, and the transmitter and the receiver got proper signal. Here's the picture of my drone. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let me check if anyone is left or not in this roll
Miss,
number.
I'm left.
Okay, start Abu. Is mom or dad here?
Miss, my mom is coming.
Okay.
So this is a game I created from scratch. So basically in this game, this is a Flappy Bird game where you have to just take the bird from the middle of the pillars by not touching the pillars. So how I created the game. I created the game with these functions of scratch from scratch, like the events, sounds, looks, motion, operations, sensings, and variables. So to play this game, we have to have good hand-eye coordination, because otherwise like we have to have good hand-eye coordination so we can play the game. So the game basically works by when I click the button, the bird moves, and it's on a repeat cycle, so like it won't stop until I like press this, and I place the pillars on top and bottom, so it can create a structure like these pillars, and so it can create a structure like these pillars, and the game can form. I gave different motions, so the pillars are in the right area, and I gave different functions to the bird, so the bird can move, and so for the game. Thank you.
Thank you, Abu. So from 7 to 12, is anyone left? I don't think so. I think everyone has presented. Still, we have some time. If others, since the parents are here, if anyone interested, you can present your task now. Adib, do you want to present again?
Miss,
Yes, ma. Farhan.
Miss, actually the reaction is happening now.
Okay, show it. Show it.
So Miss, the water is now full grayish and the bubble are rising in the surface here.
Okay.
And some of the bubbles are on the clips and in the copper rod, and same in the if you try in the metal one, then it will also be the same reaction. And the process is that we need 2/3 of the water and salt, then mix it with the water properly and copper rods too or nails too. And then we have to wait for a few minutes until the reaction is over. And after some time, then the water will turn out grayish. Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Abu. Adib, do you want to present again, Abu?
Yes, I don't know.
You don't know? Why? Show it. I know that you can. Show it. And we will turn on our
Miss, can
camera.
you give me 5 minutes?
Yes, I can give you 5 minutes. By this time, if others want to present, you can. Solomon, do you want to present? No? Why? I could see that mom was sitting beside you for a longer period of time.
No.
No. Okay. So if you want to spend time for practicing, we can, because this lot students are done already. And still we have 10 minutes time in our hand. We can practice it now, those who are left. Adib, are you ready?
Those who are
Miss, it is loading the video.
Yes, Farzana miss, you wanted to say something.
okay. For the next lot from roll 13 to roll 18,